I can only say that I wish that I did.
When Wyatt says he's been lying this whole time, Muck gets really sad because he doesn't anymore know who's a good boy.
Oh.
I never lie when I say Muck's a good boy.
Oh, great. Good.
And everybody says it, so it must be true.
You're right.
All right. What should we do in an out-of-character sense?
I don't know.
So
I don't know how to do
we want
Gangman.
the holocron from him, right? And he theoretically,
Right. The holocron that he theoretically has,
yeah.
and might not have at all.
So we need to convince him that we have something he wants, and that the person we're working for wants the holocron in exchange for it.
Well, we should determine whether or not he actually has it first.
Yeah. But, I mean, we don't want to just straight up say, do you have a Jedi holocron? We got to be subtle about it. Like, our employer is looking for something along these lines. You know, description, physical description, Craigslist.
So we're working for somebody with an interest in antiquities.
There you go.
So what you're saying is I need a mustache.
Let me see. Who's the best at lying?
I have 2 ranks in it.
I've got 2 ranks in it, but that's just 2 yellows for me. That's it. I don't have any greens or anything.
Picturing your characters actually standing around discussing this.
Who's the best liar? Are you a really good liar, Hale?
Whose stats are the best? Let's check this.
Let's open up our Pip Boys and check our stats.
McGruff is a really bad liar, so...
Really bad.
McGruff is bad at something?
Yeah, he's only got 2 greens in lying, so...
Wow.
That's because he's an honest good boy.
Yes, he is definitely honest.
Lan also only has 2 greens in deception.
How's Rail for
he's
deception?
Rail has 2 greens and 1 yellow.
Okay.
He actually has a point in deception?
Yeah.
So Wyatt,
He's
you
not
lying
a real cop.
I chalk it up to Wyatt's bad influence.
He has to tell people he's not going to cold-blooded murder them in the streets. So they'll come out from hiding. So he can cold-blooded murder them in the streets. That's why you don't cross the huts.
It's true.
So Wyatt, you've got the best deception then, followed by
I guess so.
I guess me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be your backup liar.
You can also charm way better than I can.
Well, yeah, but
Basically, I'm
when
good
have
at
we ever
lying,
needed
you're good
charm?
at everything else.
Nobody can resist the alluring tempo of those buzzing little wings.
Yeah,
But the way he talks like Woody Allen.
Yeah.
It's not Woody Allen.
It is.
It's a little Woody Allen.
No, if I wanted to do Woody Allen, you'd know it was Woody Allen.
It's a little John Travolta.
Like, yeah, like a bit of a, he's a little bit of both.
I was going for Alvin and the Chipmunks style.
All right, so what I'm thinking is that Boswell and I should talk to Heavygan, and the rest of you should maybe kind of make yourselves inconspicuous amongst the cantina and just be ready to, draw down.
Okay.
Maybe poke
Should shit
around,
get bad.
see if there happens to be a Jedi holocron in the cantina.
Yeah, I mean,
like-
there's this whole area in the back here if you want to, examine what's going on back there.
You guys,
Someone's just using the holocron as an ice cube.
I found this holocron in the deep fryer.
Ah, good job, McGruff. Let's go home.
What can't McGruff do?
He can sniff it out for us. He knows what a holocron smells like,
I
so...
don't think you can eat chocolate.
Oh,
That's a fair statement.
That's a dark turn.
Don't worry, I can still eat carob.
Aw. Carob spread is really good.
There's nothing good about carob. Don't say lies.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
As a Nutella replacement, it's really good.
Yeah, well,
I guess if you're expecting Nutella, I tried a bunch of carob nuggets on a hiking thing I went on with Sarah, and every bite just felt like a terrible lie.
that's
Did she make those for you? Because that's
No,
terrible
we
to
bought it
say,
from the
Mike.
store, or I would not be talking this kind of shit.
You would now be running. They were delicious. They were the best thing I've ever eaten.
Sounds about right.
all right.
Wyatt
Okay,
is
so-
confused.
Who's
Here we
this
are.
Chester McDouchefield looking guy that just showed up right here?
That's the same bartender as from the first cantina.
It is. It's the same people.
Master
Him.
Splinter.
Oh, yeah, that is a douchey looking guy.
Yeah. Looks
He
a lot like
sure
Keith
is.
Christensen, actually.
He does, doesn't he?
I hope that's actually Heavy Gan.
It's Chester
He's
McDouchefield,
actually-
Mike already said.
Just about every token in here is from the other cantina. FYI.
Yeah, there's the Imperial Lieutenant that we tricked.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Heffen Roman.
Yeah. All Twi'leks look the same.
Wow.
It's like, why does
Can I
every
use
cantina
that
we
for
walk into
her
look
as
the
well?
same? It's almost like the developers didn't have enough resources to make a different model.
Here's
man.
Samwise Gamgee.
Lack of assets.
Hey, that's
That-
your guy. That's-
Yeah, it's our guy Samwise Gamgee. His
That
name
look-
changed.
It's our local.
Everyone's just speaking that generic alien language from Knights of the Old Republic.
It's supposed to be Hutta or Huddies.
All right.
But
We're
not
in here.
everyone's a hut. I don't understand.
I don't understand it either, actually.
The
Maybe
Hutt
it's
are
'cause
very
the-
powerful.
Have such big influence in that part of space.
Hmm.
All right, so apparently we're supposed to try to be incognito and sneak away while.
Good thing we
Alright,
have all
is-
these very unsuspicious looking robes we can don over our heads.
Yeah, Lan should definitely walk in here wearing the battle robes that we have. And
Yeah,
also get out his lightsaber and just
All
like wave
waving
around.
our lightsabers around.
We'll just say we're trying to get a rave going.
That'll do it.
A couple
All right.
of robes and a couple of lightsabers, and you got a rave going.
You got yourself a
You better
stew.
believe that's a paddling. All right, so your guy comes back from the men's room. It doesn't look like he's washed his hands. Just
Yeah.
FYI.
Gross.
All right.
That's disgusting. McCruff says while licking himself.
He's just outside rolling in the dirt.
Look, my mouth is very clean. Every day I eat a single dentist stick.
Nice.
Quality.
All right. I hope you guys are making yourselves at home. You got to pay for drinks, by the way.
No, of course. We wouldn't dream of interrupting the march of commerce.
That's right. I mean, you guys have been here before, haven't you?
Sure, Fred.
Yes.
We've been here before.
Why did I have to take you here?
We just wanted to make sure that you knew where the business was held.
We like to be sure our representatives are on the level.
Why
He's
privately
just
thinking to himself,
staring
"This is
at
stupid."
both of you now.
Say, why don't I get you a drink, and then you can come and sit over here and watch as things unfold.
What? I mean, I'll take a drink, sure. Give me a Corellian ice.
Sure. That sounds like a great drink for a very smart individual.
Oh my god, laying it on so thick. It's downright syrupy.
Damn, man, you're a real sarcastic kind of guy, aren't you?
Absolutely not. That was super charming.
How charming was it?
What? Yeah, how charming was it?
How charming do you want it to be?
It's gonna be 3 purple dice.
I see.
Every
so you're
time you
Damn.
guys succeed from now on, I'm adding a purple die on.
That guy's highly suspicious. He's just like, I don't believe anyone would compliment
No
me
one's
ever.
ever been nice to him.
Well, really low self-esteem.
Look at him. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
He's extremely low self-esteem.
How do you want to use your advantages?
I'm gonna wink real nice.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. I mean, all right. You seem like an okay kind of guy.
Should we just get saddled with Matthew
I-
McConaughey?
Oh no. It's gonna follow us everywhere and tell us about his new car.
Just prattling random nonsense as he drives you guys around town.
Notice how smooth the suspension in these right-hand turns. And the left, the suspension's as smooth as butter. And the suspension's really smooth, too. Shut up, dog. You're ruining my McConaughey impression.
That's what I like about Lexuses. Anyway. I mean, I'll let the bartender know that you guys are gonna. I mean, we're all gonna go back and see him, but we can polish a couple off first, take the edge off,
Of course. Bosmo says,
all right, it's a
trying to
drink.
find his collection of things that make people forget what they want to do. Where is my...
I think they're
You
called
carry
douches.
on.
Yeah, is that what this is?
No! It's the Force roofies. It's completely legitimate because it's the Force.
All right, remind us.
Oh,
Remind
dear.
us about your Force roofie ability.
Nope.
Look, the Force roofie has a proud tradition going back to Luke Skywalker.
Didn't they call it a forget me now back then?
Oh. Okay, you guys carry on. I'll pull up that stuff.
Like, are you going to force trick him into forgetting about that, or was that all just getting my hopes up?
No, my goal is to convince him not to follow us back there because that would be awkward. Okay.
That's a good point.
So you can use influence on him?
Yep. Which is on page 294, Force and Destiny. I don't remember how many points I've put into upgrades for this.
Should have that noted down.
I do. I've got 2 levels of control, 1 level of magnitude, and 1 level of range.
Magnitude.
Magnitude.
Pop,
yeah.
pop!
Pop, pop.
Oh man. I'm
Doing all the fucking gags
Yeah.
today.
so he can affect multiple targets if he wants with that.
292, you said?
294.
294. He may make an opposed discipline versus discipline check combined with an influence power check. If the user spends a force point and succeeds on the check, he can force the target to adopt an emotional state or believe something untrue, lasting for 1 round or 5 minutes. That is how he can Jedi mind trick people.
Diabolical.
I knew there was a reason I kept forgetting to buy points in discipline.
Because it would be handy.
Yeah, it would be super handy. Also, it's not a class skill for a Jedi for some reason.
It depends on your thingy.
It sure isn't for the ones it would make the most sense for. All right.
It is for consular.
Consulars. All right, so I need to roll some stuff here.
You sure do.
So let's see. So discipline versus discipline. What's his discipline?
His discipline, I'm trying to remember, what did we say it was last week? I'll just pick it up. He's got,
Guardian has it too.
he's got something. It's definitely got something.
I basically just say if you can't figure anything else out, just 1 purple, 1 red.
One purple, 1 red.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, Steve. So
Okay.
pushy, Steven.
All right, one moment. So, 1 purple, 1 red. And then I put in the force point pool. And roll discipline.
Make sure you click off of it.
I will.
I doubt that is being fixed.
Might be a good time to use
A light side point?
light side point.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Ooh. Gonna be really soul crushing when this doesn't work.
I know. I'm gonna cry.
8 despairs.
Oh,
The
it
Inquisitors
was
showed
close. It was close to 8 despairs.
Damn.
What?
Yep,
Wow.
Bosmo
up.
power.
Well, I mean,
Maybe
you only
Bosmo
failed.
maybe Bosmo doesn't really want to do it because he knows that influencing people's minds is wrong.
Eh.
Nah. Anyway, so Bosmo says to him, it's like, you don't really need to follow us back there. Well, we can take it from here. You just need to relax here with your drink, he says, handing him the drink that he got. Just,
Oh, thank you.
take it easy. And as he's handing the drink, he, does the hand wave thing, but nothing happens. Except for bad things, apparently.
I think it just fails.
Nothing bad happened.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
it
the
just
bad thing is that it
doesn't
failed.
work.
Yeah. It's not like you rolled.
Indeed.
It's not like you rolled like threats or
Threats
There.
or
It just
It just
failed.
failed.
and then
It failed, and Bosmo felt the dark side clawing at his soul. That's pretty bad, okay?
that's right. And at the end of
Okay.
that tunnel, at the end of that dark side tunnel, it's almost like he can feel Uner winking at him from afar.
Soon he'll be Darth Not Nice. Yes.
Oh shit. But you gotta put the "in" at the front, and it doesn't make any sense. Alright. So the hand wave happens, and our boy Hato, he just watches that little Toydarian hand kind of wave past the beer, and his brow furrows. What are you talking about? I gotta be back there for the deal, Gotta be back there with you guys.
No, you already brought us here. You did your job. You've shown that you know your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is starting to confuse me, to be honest.
Wyatt walks up behind Bosmo and says, "You remember that part when I walked into your shop and said you screwed up? Well, we don't need you back there at the first start of it, so you're going to have to stay back here, and then we're going to smooth things over with Heavygan, and then we'll call you back."
Wait, why do you have to smooth things over? I thought you were there to test me.
We are, and you failed the test.
No, how did I fail the test?
You didn't move the stuff. Look, this is... we
Well,
need to
just
Look,
shake
smooth
the
things over.
your sale technique was not good. I'm going to throw that out there. Have either of you two ever tried to move goods of a certain nature in your lives?
Hey, now, he
We
bought
just
into
did.
the whole thing where I said that he messed up. So this is working on an established lie that he messed up somehow.
Look,
I could roll deception again if you want, but
fucking liar. Can't trust you anymore, Steven. I won't have you. Well, was that a big enough of a mess up to warrant all of this? I guess so. He believes it. So, look. I mean, your lousy sale technique aside, yeah, you Twidarian. I mean, I want to get back there to plead my case. I don't think that's fair. I want to be defense.
God damn it! Now I have to take this guy out back and kill him.
What the shit?
Not
Roll
again!
is like
Friend, we're
Rollgage
not.
is already pulling his fucking guns out.
Look, Fred, we're not saying you're not ever going to get to talk to Heavy again. We just need to smooth the path. We don't want you to just show up there and just get shot in the face. You understand what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Rail Cage is like already accumulating like 20 conflict. You can only get 10 in a session.
Should I roll deception?
Look. Sure, why not? Probably don't really need to, but since you have an established lie that you're working on, go ahead with a boost die for yourself, and I guess we should probably stick with this one red, one purple
Sure.
theme. Here comes the fucking triumphs. He pulls his pants down and gives you his underwear.
Damn.
That wouldn't be a triumph.
There's force crystals all
Maybe it's
over
really
the
good. Maybe it's really good
inside.
underwear.
Ah, I don't like what that implies.
Space, Space Hanes. It's got a little picture of Jabba on the back. Wait till I get my hands on you, Dabba Dadu. Alright, so that's a big success.
I have an extra charming smile on
I guess so.
as I lie through it.
It just doesn't seem fair. I mean, you're gonna put a good word in for me, right?
Naturally.
I mean, it's not that I messed up. It's that your guy didn't have a good sales pitch.
That is exactly what we will tell Heavy Game.
I'm gonna need a couple more drinks.
We'll send some more with you. Now, just hang tight. We'll call for you in a few minutes.
All right. I better call my wife.
Wyatt looks genuinely flabbergasted that he's married.
Gonna turn into like those Austin Powers bits where it's like the laugh of a henchman. I call home. I don't think I'm gonna make it home tonight, sweetie.
Oh.
Please
Aw.
kiss the babies for me.
Wyatt feels a little bad. Rail just intensifies his need to kill this guy.
Rolling intensifies.
These two little kids, Heavy and Gan.
You name them after the boss.
He's really trying to impress the boss. Heavy also suffers from childhood obesity.
Oh,
Damn. But all right, you've talked him down. He's going to stay out here, particularly with a little more liquid courage on the way. He's going to wait.
I'm just not going to try to do anything anymore.
Oh.
Always try to do things.
What you've done, Smug.
So, let's move along.
yeah. How are we meeting Heavy again? What's going on?
Yeah, because now we don't have our guy.
Now we have to have someone else pretend to be the guy.
now we have to act like we know what we're doing.
We do
Well,
know what we're
so-
doing. We have a plan.
Yeah, Wyatt's real
we-
good at pretending like he knows. What he's
Yeah,
doing.
we totally have a plan. Do we know how we get in back? No.
We walk in there.
Well, Wyatt, somehow you've managed
no
to make this entire operation depend on you. As usual.
Ooh.
Well,
I
just
see
my
like
charm
3
and
ways
personality.
in. These little yellow things are doors, right?
Yeah.
bro.
All
Doors
right,
for
so
very tiny alien species.
So there's one
There's up
through
here.
whatever that is at 8.
Those are
Yep.
swoop bikes, I think.
Probably.
And the other
There's
one
one behind the bar. Yeah.
I don't really think we can go that way.
You probably sneak in through the toilets also.
Okay, well we're not going to do that.
If you're willing to try, could be
We're
your
just going to
best
go past.
way.
We're just going to go past that identical Twi'lek lady.
Everyone pauses to stare at her for a second. Hethen?
Hey, don't I know you guys?
No, I'm Roman Tethen.
No, this is hypersexualized. Quietest of I can't even remember. her name.
Obviously, we never get up to. Obviously, we never manage to look at her in the face.
You guys just like climb onto the stage and walk past her.
Apparently,
Is it even a stage?
excuse us.
It does appear to be a stage. Let me move her.
Pardon us. There's an
Yeah.
elevator and shit behind it.
Look, I don't know how this fucking map works, to be fair. We're just going with it.
We're just
where
going
is
with
it?
what seems to be the right way.
Just go with it. It'll work. If you
It's a
guys want to
stage,
go
but
past the stage,
No one's
past
performing
the
at the
black
moment.
curtains.
Bye.
I could have sworn I saw that guy on Hawk.
How could you tell it was half dark?
Could have been anybody.
We weren't on the dark side. All right. So you guys are all apparently just going to mosey on back past the black curtains and then through a door that says, APO on it. And then you find yourselves in a little speeder bay there. The little swoop bikes are all lined up, probably fueled and ready to go, in fact, but there's nobody in there, and it's kind of like one of the roller doors is shut at the end, the other one's open, showing the interior of the hangar that's behind the cantina. Or the bar.
Hmm. Are the
All right.
are the swoop bikes any good?
They're pretty good, yeah. They're alright.
Do they have mounted weaponry?
I don't know, do they?
Probably
I don't know,
not.
do they?
But do
No.
they?
It seems like
No.
that seems dangerous. More to the person driving than
Indeed. They don't, but there's probably like a hard mount there. You could just put, a ship laser on the end. Like the
really
the
hard
nose
to
just
drive at that
goes
point.
into the ground.
Shit. Just dragging it. Pearl is
Alright.
totally
Pulling at the
warped.
back to counterbalance it.
All right. Do we just want to walk in there and have me start blabbing about anything, or do we want to actually approach this kind of professionally?
Are any of us professionals?
He kind of looks to Bosmo at that.
I'm not as good at spinning a tail as you are, but
That's true.
I could try and put him at ease. Saw how well that worked back there, Bosmo says, rolling his eyes.
He was already just a bit confused by my total bullshit that I spun his way.
Yes, all that
Look,
Bantha
just-
poodoo.
Indeed.
Just keep in mind, this guy is complete garbage.
Well, that's not fair. Nobody is complete garbage.
Some people are.
There's always light within any living creature. There must be, because the Force flows through everything.
Like that wolf Rail cut all the limbs off of.
Like that wolf rail says, everyone fucking glares at him.
Yes, that wolf, it was once a mother to her children.
Then we walk into this hangar and
Well,
we
this
see
guy
Heavy Gun,
isn't
like,
the mother
torturing
to
a dude.
anybody.